Hi, my name's Tony, I'm from the Sup Company and I'm joined by Ross, who runs our cow shop and test centre, and we've got a new wing for you from Duotone. This is the Duotone AMP. So Ross, this is the new Duotone AMP. It's massive. It's the overall same wingspan as the 2145, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah, but it's got less chord. So this one is taking it a step next on from the 2145. This is more of an intermediate. Somebody is already pumping and still getting out there dock starting proficiently. It's something that they may want to step up with. This is sort of like the next level. It gives you a higher cadence. It's got more speed through the water than the 2145, so there's less drag. And yeah, it's just that one that you sort of step up to. Beginners may want to start with the 2145, really get the base level down before stepping onto this, because this will hold you back, because it demands a higher level of ability to be able to operate it properly, really.
So there's still, and that's kind of my initial worry in terms of the size of the wing, and you look at it again as we get the specs through ahead of time before we get to touch and feel and play with the product ultimately, is that they've almost killed the Glide 2145 in the range, but that's not the case with this, is it?
No, this one's, the 2145 is really good what it does, and then as you start to progress through your pumping, downwinding, dock starting sort of journey, you will start to think that you want a little bit more, and that's where the AMP comes in, and it will just continue on really, whereas the 2145 has a very much a use case, but you will, as you progress, you will start to exceed that. So the AMP is what you step up to next, and it will continue being able to match what you want to do with it, really.
So if you're already comfortably dock starting, go straight to the AMP.
Yeah, you've got the AMP, and you can step it down to the 1595 as well with the Glide. That's a slightly smaller one if you don't need such the width, but the AMP, yeah, it's designed to have a higher speed, less drag. It's always going to be that next level up, really.
Yeah. And then with this new wing, it's also come with a new rear stab. So this is the H185, which is designed to really optimize what this front wing's doing.
Yeah.
It's almost a mini kind of version of it again, isn't it?
Yeah. So it mirrors the front wing very well, and also it continues along the line of being less drag, but still having the characteristics what you require for pumping, but just being able to get a higher cadence, so you'll get higher speed and more pumping time. So your time actually out on foil will increase immeasurably, really.
So while we've got a pontoon here at Cow Shop, we've also got a dock start ladder. One of the big problems with the dock start ladder, as we found on occasion, is sometimes gets in the way.
Yeah, especially with a wing this wide. It has had some quite big clouts with the ladder and with the bottom, and it's really good to see how resilient the wing is and how much it can take. Some wings, big high aspect wings out there, they're very, very tuned for that top end speed, and yeah, they won't take the hits that the AMP's doing. So the AMP's got the characteristics of speed and glide, but it's also built tough. And that's what you need for a dock start wing, really. Sometimes bring in another wing from a different sort of area of the sport and trying to do it for dock starting, you're just going to kill it. So the AMP is really, it's just designed to do the job that it's designed to do, and it does it very well, but also being very resilient to all the clouts, the crunches and the hits on the sea bottom that you will have from doing dock starting, really.
It's definitely got some character on the tips.
So it's got some cosmetic dings, but they're nothing that's really affected a quick little sandpaper down, and the wing it's quite happy to carry on. It's really good to see that you do invest in something this to do the sport. Unfortunately, the sport comes with its drawbacks of having things that you run into or you hit with the wing, but it can take it it almost just brushes it off, really, and carries on.
And that kind of durability and wear and tear aspect, we've come to see from Fanatic, which obviously now we've merged into Duotone, is really stand out. It just is really strong, well built, still relatively light kit. And that theme runs all the way through, not just in the AMP, but the rest of the wings and also the mast, everything else we've seen.
Yeah, I was quite blown away this year with the new SLS mast that is perfectly suited for this wing. In comparison to some other brands that they do go on about having a stiff mass, the SLS is just in a different stratosphere really. It's so stiff and it's so very well designed, even down to the shoe footing between the mast and the fuse. It's very hydrodynamic, and everything just sort of works in tune. You can tell that they've looked at the whole product. They helicoil their threads, which helps with the corrosion and the galvanic corrosion, and also the longevity of the threads. We've had problems with threads pulling out in soft aluminium or in the carbon not going properly, so having a stainless thread helicoil insert in every bit of kit that they make is, it's game changing really.
Yeah, it's the right way.
Yeah,
I remember when we did the bus driver test on the front wing and on the fuse, and it is just like you see the flex in some stuff.
Yeah,
but the SLS is just
it's really good to say, and they're not shouting about it as much as maybe they should do. As some other brands, they're always the stiffest on the market, but actually, the SLS has turned up without too much of a fanfare. It's just getting the job done, and it's night and day stiffer.
Yeah, no, it's a great bit of kit. So this wing paired with the new Strider SLS board on a Strider SLS carbon mast, and then the fuse pairing it with that, then if you're out there for the ultimate dock starting package, that's definitely the way to go. If you've got any questions and you want to come down to our Cowshot shop and test centre, reach out to Ross, and he's your man down here, and we'll get you on the water here just behind us. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks for watching our video. If you've got any questions about what you've seen, why not give us a call in the shop or head over to thesupco.com. To stay up to date though with all of our videos, make sure you subscribe up here and hit the notification bell. But to see our next video, take a look up here.